During an episode of You Little Ripper, I got to speak to Col Pearse, and his old man says to be a good Paralympic swimmer, you've got to be farm strong. Now, I think that we put Col to the test. Is he actually farm strong? And what does that mean? Col burst onto the para-swimming scene in 2019 at the World Para-Swimming Championships, bringing home bronze in the S10 men's 100-metre butterfly. He backed it up at Tokyo, winning another bronze in the same event. So, with the Paris Paralympics just around the corner, how is Col's preparation going? How you doing, Col?
Good, Kurt. How are you, mate?
I'm all right, mate.
Having a bit of trouble there off the fire?
Mate, it's not going to light.
Yeah,
No
I'll help
chance.
you out.
Oh, it's
That's
lit.
on fire.
That's
on fire.
Mate, I've been trying for the last half hour.
Not trying that bloody hard, are you?
Farm strong. Col, what is farm strong?
I mean, it's pretty simple. You've got to grow up on a farm firstly, but it's as simple as, regardless of how you feel in the morning, getting out of bed and, getting that job done.
How's that play out in training?
In swimming, you've got to train morning and night, and it's the same thing with milking cows. You milk the cows morning and night, so, growing up on a farm and training in the water, it's the same thing, morning and night.
What sort of jobs would your family have you doing out there?
Well, my job, because I was a lot younger, was feeding the cows and, feeding the calves. Occasionally milking the cows, but nothing with the fun tractors or the big trucks or anything like that.
How do you go nowadays?
Yeah, look, a lot easier now that I'm a bit bigger and stronger. Mum and Dad get a bit older now, so I've got to step up a little bit, but it's, the same thing. Feed the calves, feed the cows, milking the cows a lot more, and, regardless of how I feel or how Mum and Dad feel, we're still getting the job done.
Mate, I think it's time that I find out whether or not you are actually farm strong. I've got a couple of jobs for you.
Have you got a dam? Keen for a swim?
Later. Got a few
Perfect.
jobs first. Not bad, mate, not bad.
Mate, I could do this all day long.
You might actually have to. The old man said that you're farm strong. How would your mum describe you?
A proud, happy farm boy. I think it's the best way to put it. I think regardless from where I grew up in a remote area where there weren't many Paralympic, let alone Paralympic swimmers. Very proud of where I came from and just always happy, regardless of my disability, just a happy bloke.
So you were only 2 years old when you lost your foot. Growing up in the bush can be pretty rough and rugged. How'd your family adjust to the whole disability process?
I guess it was difficult at first, but really just like any other kid, I was just raised the same. I think our sort of thought process was he's only missing a foot. There's nothing actually really wrong with him other than he's ginger. So, no, but honestly, I think it was the first swimming competition I ever went to when I thought there was going to be heaps of other people with no hands or feet. And look, the reality was I was the only one. So that was really the first eye-opening experience for me because, like I mentioned, my family just treated me as a normal kid and I grew up as a normal kid, so I never thought any differently.
When did you find Paralympic sport?
In primary school, I think roughly around grade 3 when you can do regional stating events. So for me, I was competing under the able bods and it got to the point where one of the teachers was like, there's a thing called multi-class swimming in Victoria and why not give it a crack? So pretty much started from there, and actually after I got to meet someone like Col after 2012 Paralympic Games, which was pretty special because she's a lifelong hero for me. So roughly around 9-10 years old.
It's not just a commitment for the Paralympian. The parents have to do so much driving and so much travel and so much funding, especially if you come from the bush. What did they think about that?
Well, if you ask Mum, I get the easy job. All I have to do is swim. So, you're 100% correct. Like, it takes half an hour to get into town, and along with that comes travelling to Melbourne, to the airport and flying, and obviously accommodation. But coming from, essentially the middle of nowhere, it takes its toll because Mum and Dad still got to milk cows, heads to feed and calves to feed and paddocks to look after. So it takes its toll, but when you've got a good support system behind you, it pays off.
All right, mate, I'm not going to get in the road of you finishing this job, so...
Cool. Oh, and ready for the dam?
Yeah, in a minute, mate. Got a couple more jobs. You just finish up here. Farm strong. All right, mate, let's go.
Let's do it.
I know you grew up on a dairy farm, but it's time to show me your cattle skills, mate. Give him a feed.
All right, will do. Come on, girls. Here, come on. Here, come on.
You're doing good, mate. Doing good. That guy knows his way around a cow.
Come on, girls.
What do you like being back around livestock, back on the property?
I think the open space and sort of just being out and about with everyone. Well, by everyone, I mean these girls just here. It's always good fun. Brings you back down to earth too, so calm down, girl.
So in the middle of COVID, mate, everyone's getting locked up and having problems getting into swimming pools. How'd you go?
It was actually an interesting one. So when everything shut down in Melbourne and across the whole country, really, you know, being from a dairy farm, we've got dams to feed the cows with. So Mum, being the genius she is, turned the dairy dam into what she calls a Pearse Aquatic Centre. So it was as simple as turning our dam into an Olympic, Paralympic training pool. So an interesting one.
How do you go swimming in the dam? Because usually dams got a few creepy crawlies in it.
Yeah, we've got a few yabbies, a few fish I'm pretty sure, but it was all right. It was actually quite cold. So to put it into perspective, the ice bars we were using in Tokyo were 12 degrees. The water in the dam was about 10 degrees. So she was a bit cold, but I only ever had an encounter with a yabby once. I loved it though. You know, like I mentioned, being back brings you back down to earth, and you take a heated swimming pool for granted though, I'll tell you that much.
Mate, I don't know whether I should leave you with those, with your new mates.
Yeah, well, I need another loaf of bread, because have a look at it, they've punched through it. Yeah, this one's a fatty.
I think it might be time to visit that dam.
Yes, time for the dam, woo!
Will this do, mate?
Mate, looks brilliant.
Mate, you're 12 months out now from the second Paralympic Games. Paris is around the corner. How you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit nervous. I can't believe, 12 months away. That's, coming up real soon. But look, I'm really excited for it though. Like being a one-time Paralympic swimmer, I'd love to turn it into a two-time Paralympic swimmer. So real keen.
Mate, well, let's not mess with the formula. The damn swimming got to you at Tokyo. Let's start it again to get you through to Paris. Let's go for a dip.
Let's do it. Kurt, where'd you go? Oh well.
I think today we learnt that Col Pearse, he is definitely farm strong. Me, not so much.
Mate, where were ya?
Oh, mate, I was just about to join you.